Hey, everybody, welcome to AAA episode number 590, Guano Get Back. And join me here in the sitting room, Drunkle and Sinatra. Drunkle's chesty, so we'll start with Sinatra. Sinatra, are you feeling chesty?
I'm always chesty.
Okay.
That's them sweet pecs, brother.
Yeah. I just made him dance when he said that.
You can
Like
do
Johnny
that, the titty
Bravo.
flex?
Yeah.
You can?
No, I can't. No, I don't. No. I mean, I don't have the
There
pecs to
you
make
go.
it happen, but I can't
Alright.
even, I just can't. Can you?
Yeah.
I don't think Drunkle can.
No, I don't think you can either. I don't
All you
believe
gotta do
it.
is just
There's no
fucking
conviction in it.
tense and untense them is easy.
I
Do it
don't
right
know.
now.
It's like, I don't know. It didn't even make sense to me. It's like tense my pec. Oh, it's like no. It's like asking me to flex my ovaries. I just don't know what you're talking about. Like,
All right.
so how you doing there, Chesty LaRue?
Yeah, feeling busty. Thank you for asking. Yeah.
Okay.
Outside, externally, hunky dunky. Internally, it's bleak.
Well, mucus.
Yeah, gradually less and less. My thought here is if I spread the germs enough, then I will run out of germs and therefore get better.
I don't think that's how that works.
You're not a fucking scientist, mate,
I'm a doctor.
of education.
I am a doctor of deliciousness, actually, which then
Okay.
includes medicine.
Mucus. But medicine ain't my issue. Mucus. You're a doctor of mucus?
I'm a mucologist.
Nice.
You are a mucus. Okay, my mistake. Oh,
I was
I
going to
didn't
say
realise, my bad.
mucusist, and I didn't even think mucologist. That mucologist sounds like a thing. I believe it.
I belie it.
Well, what could go wrong?
And how are you, Polydub?
We're doing all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want some germs?
I got plenty.
You want some more?
Well, I got that
Some more
biopack
germs.
from Wuhan I haven't opened yet, but I figured I'd just return.
I'd keep that closed.
Yeah.
Keep that closed.
Okay.
Yeah.
As
Stick
with
some
most
cling
gifts I
film
get,
over it, mate.
Yeah, I was gonna soak
just
in
make sure
water
it's nice and
first and
fresh.
get my hazmat suit on, but maybe I'll
Right.
just send it back, sight unseen.
Return to sender. Not known at this address. Very quiet.
Oh, sorry, I started thinking about something. I was just Have you
Don't
ever
do that. Now is not the time or the place.
Yeah, this is not a time for contemplation. Have you seen a Johnny Depp movie called fuck? That was the
No.
name of it.
Oh.
Yeah, don't watch that movie. Fuck, it was terrible. It was really overrated.
Is that that's a sequel to Blow, right?
Oh yeah, Blow. I forgot about that movie. That was okay.
It was a good film.
Yeah, remember when she was the big deal? Vela Cruz or whatever her name was. What was the actress's name?
Vela Cruz?
What was her name? Like his wife in the movie.
Yeah.
The Cuban
I
woman.
can't remember. In my head, it's Selma Hayek, but
No. Selma Hayek's got meat on her
it's
bones.
just some kind of Spanish.
Yeah. Well, not Spanish. She was. I think she's actually Cuban.
Yeah, Cuban, Spanish. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I mean, you got the option to be a Mexican or Cuban. Which one do you want to be?
Cuban.
Cuban if you're in the United States.
Well, I mean, I'm not, but still, you're synonymous with cigars.
And communism.
Whereas Mexican, you think Mexican, what do you think? Wave. It's a shit comparison, really. I'd rather be cigars than wave.
Wave what? I don't get it.
Mexican wave.
What's a Mexican wave?
What? Really?
It's where you throw the sombrero in the air.
No, it's everyone in the stand. They're like a football game or something like that. Everyone stands up, put their arms in the air, so it looks like a wave going around the stadium.
Well, of course, I know what a wave is. Mexican wave, though?
It's well, it's called a Mexican wave here. I don't know why. No one shouts "Olé" or anything. Or tries to jump over the barrier.
So when you say football, you mean like, soccer, not hand egg.
I mean, any kind of sporting event, really. Yeah, Mexican wave.
I've never heard of this.
Thank you. Fuck, see, I was sitting there thinking, is this just not a baseball thing? Is that what they call it in hand egg? But no, see, apparently not.
It's just got according to Adidas. It's just a wave of it. It's just a wave. All right.
Huh.
Is Adidas Mexican?
I don't know.
Seems
I don't
like
think
it'd
so.
be relevant information.
Yeah. Yeah, if she was in Mexico, I'd be like, it's just called a wave. Like, an English muffin being called a muffin or Chinese food just being called food. Yeah, you'd be onto something. Are you Mexican, Adidas? Because this matters.
Some hikers of Spanish and Lebanese. Ninth Gate. See, that was the one that got confused at. This is another horror film. It's from 2004, starring Johnny
Is that the one
Depp.
with Depp?
What's that?
That's the one with Depp, right?
Yeah. What's it called?
Ninth Gate.
Okay, Ninth Gate, right. Okay, but then later on in 2004, he's in this Stephen King horror film starring Johnny Depp again. And I purchased it this morning from perfectly legitimate sources. I can't remember the name of it.
I
Johnny
know
Depp and...
I've seen Ninth Gate.
That was Ninth Gate. Haven't seen that either.
It was a decent flick for the watch.
Yeah.
Oh, Secret Window.
Secret. Thank you for reminding me of the name.
I
of the
didn't
film
know that was...
downloaded.
I didn't know that was Stephen King.
According to the page that I saw this morning, that made me want to go get it. See, I was looking something else up, and then I thought, you know what? I don't like Stephen King very much, but Johnny Depp, I do. So okay, I'll give it a shot.
Helping yourself to an ear of corn from The Secret Window. It's not a good film.
Really?
Yeah.
Or your Misfits said it was good.
Well, fuck them.
Drunkle.
What?
Nothing.
Okay.
The monkey?
Isn't that the dance Johnny Bravo did? Do the monkey.
That's what it was, yeah.
Johnny
Monkey with me.
Bravo. It's like the fourth time in 2 days Johnny Bravo's come up. I love how memorable
It's
that
the
cartoon
second time
was.
in this show.
What the fuck? What was the first time?
Doing the peck dance.
Oh, okay. All right. Touche. Yeah. Stephen King short story. Yeah. See, I did. That's how novella they called it. I mean, did he ever put out
Not a
novellas?
fucking short movie, though, was it? It was, I mean, you watch it and you'd be like, well, at least I've never got to see that again.
That bad, huh?
It's just not... It's not bad. It's just an absence of good.
Huh. There we go. Fuckle Hey, Fuckle how's it going? It's been a while. Thank you for the $3. Howdy, all. I got in the news recently that after 3 years, or after just years rather, of applying and waiting, I have a slot to a local apartment complex. The current tenant moves out next week, and I'll be ready for me. It will be ready for me by next month. Nice.
That result.
Look at
Good news, man.
And excited. So yeah, local apartment complex here. Fuckle comes. Awesome, man. That's good. Look at the fucking shit you were waiting for. Right. I hope you got all your shit ready. Sounds like you do for next month. So there you go. Nice. Watch Event Horizon. I don't care if you've already seen it. See.
That's a good film.
I love a man that will recommend you a movie that didn't care if you've already seen it. Just watch it again. Shut up.
Watch it again, yeah.
I'm recommending
Sit
you
down.
just watch it, damn it.
Enjoy.
What you getting at with the book script? Spit that shit out, man!
I will, okay? I was going to say it. You want to hear it? Fine. That movie's overrated. There, I said it. Event Horizon it is. You know, I saw that movie at the drive-in.
Oh yeah. There's an internet theory that Event Horizon was a prequel to the Warhammer 40k universe.
Yeah, Quizzes also told me that cope method.
Although the screenwriter did say that Warhammer was a big influence on the story, so yeah, you know.
Yeah.
We discovered a dimension of pure evil. How do you look at those words on your page in front of you and not go, whoa, I need to rewrite that? That sounds really stupid.
Cocaine, bro.
Yeah, you're right. A good strong bump of some properly unstepped on Colombian marching powder will get you thinking that's just fine. Dude, that sounds so fucking boss. That really doesn't.
We had a drive that could take us to a new dimension, but that dimension was hell.
I've been going crazy with the 41K stuff, the lore, the videos, all that. I fucking love it.
41K.
So are you actually going to do a
Or
Warhammer
40K,
stream?
sorry. That was the joke on my show the other day. I was explaining the backstory to that.
Right.
It's like I might actually have to do a 40K stream now.
Do it. Do it. I mean, because then I'll watch it and then I'll know stuff about Warhammer. When you do the video, but like do it as though you're explaining it all to me.
It's such a hard...
That was a pregnant pause. Like, no, I'm not doing that. I won't do it then. Wow.
It's so hard to find a good starting place.
39K is probably a good way
I know.
up, you know.
You haven't found, like, in your travels and travail so far that Horus Heresy wasn't a good place to start?
My jumping off point was a video from Luton.
Okay.
That was something like Space Marine 2 trailer, here's the basics. And then I watched a couple other YouTube videos, and then I jumped to the Horus Heresy.
Okay. And that was good?
It was pretty good. Because it's like the basics, and then here's why things are this way.
See, I mean, that's a well-worn subject to do a video on, but one that's always possible.
Alcohol, liquor, booze.
Possible to be a big hit. Best place to start, Warhammer 40K. Lots of videos like that out there. But everyone's going to have a different opinion, so fuck it. Put yours out there, too.
Yeah, I think...
It's a little clickbaity, but so what? Like, it's honest. Here's what I think is the best place to start. You're just saying your own opinion, right?
I think that if you're going to start anywhere, I would start with one of the introduction YouTube videos. Because the first chapter of the Horus Heresy is about a dude named Horus Axeman, who is not the Horus of the Horus Heresy. So it's a little confusing.
Yeah. Yeah. You tell Steve Dave, thank you for the 450. What the fuck is that ratio, Chad? Unless you want fat fucking Fabio to pay you a visit on behalf of the Ott Father. You better smash that like button, cocksuckers. More threatening every week, but it's agree with them. Get to it. Next 6 minutes, thank you for the $2.42. Hey, Polly, watch the animated film Igor. It's very underrated. 5 times for Drunkle and Sinatra. High fives, rather, not 5 times. The hell, how did I read that as 5 times? High fives for Drunkle and Sinatra. Anyhow, check your DMs, man. Twitter DMs?
I'll take a crisp high five. Thank you, dude.
There it is. Woo.
Little side note, I tried repo with Pad last night, and I think that's a winner. I think that would be a fun stream game to play with you, Drunkle.
Yeah. Yeah.
For some reason, I thought you were talking
Yeah,
about
well-
Chinese food you tried. Repo with
No.
pad.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
Yeah, repo with
Yeah.
extra pad sauce. That's that kind of thing.
But the issue is you need the actual game.
Yeah, no, of course, yeah. But I mean, it's my first time paying rent since it's gone up at the end of the month, so I gotta take care of that first. And it's only £8.50 this game, right? But this is going to take me very close to the wire until next payday, and that £8.50 could be groceries instead. You know,
Yeah. Well, maybe somebody in chat will be nice enough.
Bryce. We should,
Bryce.
Polly. We should probably get into the news, mate. Considering the late start, man, we don't want to.
Absolutely. I was just getting the
Yeah.
the news pulled down here. So,
I mean,
if you're interested in
I'm-
hitting any of us up with donations, Drunkle, because he won't have enough money for his repo with pad sauce.
Bad sauce.
Sinatra, because he's
Jonathan-
already bought his and can use to get that money replenished. And me, because I've never even tried repo with pad sauce, but I'd like to.
Sounds
It looks
delicious.
like it's a very, very fun game.
J. Kate says, I'm so worried about Henry Cavill's Warhammer 40k TV show. Sin, what are you... I mean, do you maybe this would be a good introduction to Warhammer for other people as well, you know?
If Henry Cavill's involved, I have a feeling he'll be pretty on it.
Because he's a Warhammer nerd.
Yeah, he's a proper nerd.
Yeah.
Nerd, so what? You think it might get too deep too fast because he's assuming everyone else knows it like he does, or he'll respect the
No,
people
but
who don't
it'll-
know shit?
be-
What do you think?
Palatable, I think.
No, he's talking about quality overall.
Yeah.
He's got the passion.
No, I don't doubt that. Watch The Mist. What's The Mist? And why am I being told to be a man and cry at the end?
Stephen King's The Mist.
Oh, it's Stephen King. What's the one that I'm thinking of where it's a bunch of people all trapped in a thing and there's a mist growing around them and they don't know what to do and they're freaking out inside the place? Is that The Mist?
That'd be The Mist.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's The Mist. Okay, and Storm of the Century, Bobby Atkins says, best Stephen King TV special. Now, I've only seen a few of them. Most of them were trash. I saw the Tommy Knockers. I watched that whole thing. Holy shit, was that terrible. It's like they hired
Yeah,
a
do
bunch
you know
of
what?
fucking
Weirdly,
soap opera actors.
A friend of mine actually finished watching that the other day. Weird, you should mention that.
The Tommy Knockers, really?
He,
Oh.
yeah. I think he said he started off enjoying it, and then it was a case of right, I'm getting to the end, no matter how shit it is, and it was pretty bad.
Well, that's not bad. Like I did start off going, okay, this it's not going to be it, Stephen King's It, because that is the TV special. It's like, whoa, this is actually really good. You know what I mean?
I thought Rose Red was that for me.
Rose Red. I've never even heard of that.
Yeah. It's a story about the mansion that comes alive.
Okay.
That was a great one. I loved that.
I thought I would have at least heard of it. Is that recent?
No, this is late 80s, early 90s.
A living mansion.
Yeah.
I mean,
It sounds
well, to be honest, he did
Deathbed, the bed that eats people. Like it's on that level.
Yeah.
No,
the
it's-
car
it's
that got
really good.
possessed. Yeah.
That you named my very favorite TV special ever. King, Christine. That was really well done.
That was it, Christine. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was it.
Rose Red is bloody awesome. Rose Red was amazing. Yeah, 2002. Really? That 2002?
I'd call that recent because King's. I mean, specials of Kings have been made on TV since like the 80s, right?
Yeah. But that one is super duper worth the watch.
That's the one I was just trying to think of. Darren Root, the Stephen King movie about the airport being attacked by the bunch of floating ball sacks with razor teeth. They're eating the past.
Die Hard 2.
I admit I was vague. There were
Huh.
rolling razor teeth bald sacks in Die Hard 2.
Did you just say vague? You were vague. You were being
You said
vague.
vague.
That was the joke, because there's nothing vague about Razor
He,
Tooth.
he does say vague.
as opposed to,
Vague?
oh, this is just Craig and Craig all over again. Stop it with that shit.
Dude, you said vague.
Vague. Yeah, Langoliers. That's what it is. Thank you, John Troxon. The Langoliers. Or is it Langoliers?
I thought that was a type of seafood shrimp.
Maybe.
Langoustine. That's a langoustine. Never mind.
The Langoliers. Fuck, that was terrible. It had Belky in it. News, right, TC? Yeah, you got a point.
Yeah, yeah.
What's that actor's name? He was in that sitcom Perfect Strangers that I watched like 3 episodes of and thought, this is impossible. It's foreign, man. Lives with gay dude. I was done.
I love the elevator pitch there. That's great.
Yeah, I didn't want it to sound good because I don't want you guys to go watch it because it's horrible. I don't want to be blamed for the waste of your time.
Oh, that was bulky.
Yeah, that was the foreign dude.
Yeah.
And then his gay cousin.
Larry Appleton.
Is that the actor's name? Bronson Pinchot. Thank you, Joshua Montgomery. Fuck. Chet's on it today, man.
That was the character's name.
Larry Appleton?
No, Bronson was the character's name, right?
No, the actor's name is Bronson.
Is it around the other way? Right, okay, fuck, all right, okay. Yeah, okay. Man, the hair back then was just fabulous. Feathered and light Sinatra. You just don't see it anymore.
No.
Are those the names of the monkeys? What?
Oh, the Monkeys. They had a TV series, didn't they?
Oh, God, I watched that, too. That flashback channel was just hell. I mean, not entirely, but most of it. It was... I did spot that Flintstones episode, or series, where Barney and Fred were cops. You ever see that one?
No. Well, I might have, but I don't remember.
Yeah, they were cops in Bedrock. It was weird. It was shown in tandem with Captain Caveman.
Now Captain Caveman. Now we're talking.
Yeah.
Jesus, Drunkle.
What?
But distract us. We're trying to do a show, man.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
You bring up Captain Caveman, mate. I'm gonna talk, you know.
Yeah, no, I hear you. It beats the Archie Oogly Flintstones episode.
Was Archie as in with his jalopy Archie? Was there a crossover?
Oh. The only Flintstones that I know a crossover of is the Flintstones Jetsons crossover, which was cool.
Yeah, that was wild.
Yeah, that was awesome. Damn, Elroy and his
What I always found weird was Sabrina the Teenage Witch was originally from the Archie universe. That's fucking mental. Yeah.
Okay. You want tabs? You want news? Oh, here we go.
I want all of the above.
We'll do it.
I can't open your stream on this new setup. What the fuck?
The Jetstones.
Oh, I have to go.
Why did I ever think of that? That's funny. That's good.
I have to go to the host corner, click on that. I used to be able to just click on your name and click watch stream.
You were? I didn't know you could do that, or used to be able to.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey,
The
chat.
fuck?
You're loving the new Discord layout? Everyone's excited. You got it yet?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So I got some good news this morning.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I love this tweet so much. It just kind of made made my morning, thus made my day. Elon Musk set this out. Hassan is such a chicken shit retard that he blocked me. I'm
Musk,
like,
you own the fucking website. Just unblock yourself.
oh, come on, that's not the point. The self-avowed Marxist just got called a chicken shit by the richest man on earth. I was pretty happy about this. I was like, yeah, in your face, Piker. And he didn't even at you with your handle, so you didn't even get the side advertising off of it. Ah, you fucking jackass.
You
Love
fucked
it.
up.
Yeah. Love it. Love it. And the only way I thought about this, think about this. The only way for Piker to kind of like, he made this comment at Musk and then must have blocked it right afterwards. And then Musk sees this and was going to respond to him or whatever. And it's like, well, shit, you blocked me? So he just sent out this tweet. Now, he could have added him, but that would have been the free advertising. So he didn't. He just said his name. So the only way to get this to happen is for him to unblock Elon, at him that, oh man, fuck you, whatever the hell, blah, blah, blah. And then tweet it out. And everyone will know that you unblocked him just to do that. Awesome.
Which is a chicken shit retard move.
That's right. So there's no way that Piker can't fail on this one. You know, it's just the guy can't stop finding rakes to step on. I love it.
And he's sideshow bobbing it everywhere.
Right? Boom.
Well, sure.
Dude, that scene was brilliant.
He unblocked himself again. Yeah, well, he's not gonna make it, man. All right, moving along. Yesterday, not today, but it's as close as I could get, is Dante Day.
Done.
Was in the Divine Comedy,
The one and only
Or,
Dante Alighieri. Alighieri, as his countrymen say. I just thought this was a total fuck off statue and just wanted to go, come on, dude. As Romanesque statues go, that's pretty fucking metal right there. Look at that.
I like it, yeah.
Yeah, he's even got the laurels of victory there. See, this isn't the way
He
that I
got
would
the,
normally think of Dante, but they've got him all bossed out here, so that's pretty cool.
I never pictured him before, to be honest.
No? They actually
He
got
looks
him, by
like
his
an author.
description, pretty accurate here as a tall, skinny dude. And it's like, yeah, he pretty much looks that way in the statue. I mean,
I think I'll have him holding a quill or something, you know?
yeah, I got to admit, it does look like here, like he's staring out over lands that he's conquered already. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what makes it look so fucking Roman, though, you know?
Exactly. You know, it's marble, and he's
Looking
got
to
that scowl of, well, I came, I saw, I fucked him up. You know,
Yeah. He's looking out to the future of Rome
it's a future.
or something.
It's a future of me. Speaking of Hassan Piker, his Houthi contact got killed. That fucking twink. Okay, that's kind of hilarious.
Yeah, that's something.
I mean, normally I wouldn't laugh at somebody getting killed like that, but fuck you, you were a filthy terrorist scumfuck. Kind of had it coming. You play with fire, you get
that's
scorched
the game
to
you
death.
played.
I'm sorry?
That's the game you played.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's like, oh, wait, I watch Homestuck or whatever the fuck and put out my little heart hands and then go on a Hassan Piker stream and like, woo, I'm one with the fucking Marxists. Fuck you, man. Anybody ever play PS3's 360, Dante's Inferno?
No.
Oh, yeah, I did, yeah.
But I watched pretty recently all 3 Wendigoon videos on Dante's Inferno, Paradiso, and Purgatorio, and they were really good.
Are they the only...
The book's a bit of a slog.
What's a slog?
The book.
Yeah. What I've heard from many people is that if you can't read it in the original or even close to transferred to modern Italian, it loses a lot because it's the structure
Oh,
and the
I'm
meter
sure,
of
yeah.
it that counts in a big way.
Of course.
And it's like, okay, yeah, I'll buy that because I can't claim it otherwise. I've seen a few videos on Divine Comedy, and usually it's they fall short in one way or another because they jump over so much detail. It's like, okay, and as Virgil's, taking him through the first group of people that he meets, and it's like, here's this one person, and they don't even explain why the person is suffering the punishment that they are. Like, each person is suffering the punishment they are for a very specific reason. And the explanations are usually pretty bad. It's like, what are you relying on as your source information for that?
I did answer the age-old question of how many popes can you fit into a flaming stone coffin?
Yeah.
Sarcophagus.
Yeah.
And the answer is lots.
Lots of everybody.
I mean, I needed to know that.
I mean, it's fascinating who ended up in hell for what you wouldn't think of as a full-on reason. Dante was, is one way or another, he's holding himself responsible because everybody in hell, purgatory, and paradise ends up being a reflection of his own anxiety, right?
Well, I mean, fucking Moses was in there, mate. And you think, like, you go like, oh, Moses, pretty good guy, right? Did a lot of good for his people. But it was also a sin to not believe in Jesus, which is a bit of a difficulty when you're born before Jesus. And so a lot of people ended up there. And then, of course, Jesus goes through and he breaks all of his people out, which is actually what the Passion of the Christ 2 is going to be about. I'm not joking.
No, I'm aware of the harrowing of hell's thing. It's totally a thing. I'm going to listen to this fourth as I'm going to lay down, have a fun chat. And you as well. Lay down,
Feel better,
listen to us and
Alec.
talk, and there you go.
I feel you, bro. I feel you. Happy Dante Day for yesterday.
Dante.
Oh.
Yes, I do want a copy of your Drunkle playlist. Fuck yeah.
Okay, I guess me too. I don't. That's it. It's not really my kind of content,
Dante? No, I didn't picture it would be.
Nah, the Drunkle playlist.
Oh.
I prefer good videos.
No, an aristocrat.
Mr. La-di-da.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I mean, as for like Moses and the popes and who ends up where, I think it's important to remember, like, how many of Dante's own countrymen and his contemporaries does he end up personally encountering? This is the Italian bureaucrat named whoever the fuck. And it's like, what? Why are there so many people that you personally know here?
Yeah, there was a lot of like the stuff with Italy in there.
Right. And it's what I mean is that it's not, I think there's like an unfair commentary unfair criticism that people have laid out where they say, oh, this is supposed to be this great work that people have used second to the Bible. And it's like, whoa, stop right there. If that's what you think, you completely miss the point. That isn't what Dante was doing. And that's not the way that people read it, or at least are supposed to. It's supposed to be like, his commentary upon, like I said, a lot of what's going on is supposed to be a reflection of what's going on with him. So of course his own contemporaries and people that he's known are in there. Because it's a way of commenting on the things that are going on around him.
Yeah, it's just like a bit of a fuck you to like your landlord and shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, put him in the circle for greed.
And that was the shit. It was super fucking, like, super personal. Like, oh, this is a Italian politician I don't like. He's down here for 22 millennia.
Yeah. I always thought how hard people are having to work and how much work they have to do in Purgatorio was more insightful than who went to hell for what. Does it, the commentary that goes on and why people are in hell for whatchamacallit, for sodomy is more interesting than that there are people in hell for sodomy at all. why and how they got there is more interesting than that they got there. Because I mean, Italian,
Well,
right? Yeah.
The church takes a very dim view on bumming.
Well, they do,
Well,
and that's what I mean. It's like, are they not going to end up there? And it's like, well, yeah, the standard reasoning would be that they would, but then the path that he takes and who it is that ends up there, it's how they went about it. That it was the personal pride of the thing that ended them up there, not anything else.
One up the bum, your afterlife's done.
All right, moving along. It's Dante Day, or at least was.
Yeah. Happy.
Lost Manuscript of Merlin and King Arthur legend, read for the first time after centuries hidden inside of another book.
Merlin, that's the guy from that thing.
Yeah, he's the wizard with the long beard, the shape-shifting guy.
The fuck is that from?
The Arthurian legends?
Yeah, well,
Movie.
the movie
What?
version of the
Sword in
Arthurian
the
legend?
Stone?
Sword in the Stone.
Are you serious? I was
Wow.
just taking a random guess.
That
Wow.
sounded right. I don't know.
There's like hundreds of them,
Popular name.
Yeah. So get this, Drunkle.
Right.
In it,
Go
the
on.
magician Merlin becomes a blind harpist who later vanishes into thin air. He will then reappear as a balding child who issues edicts to King Arthur wearing no underwear.
Yeah, it's English Jesus. Yeah.
What? CTP, thank you for the $2. To me, it's funny that in Dante's Inferno, the game, one of the souls you can absolve or damn is Boadicea in the Circle of Wrath. That game was good. R.I.P. Visceral.
Boadicea.
I don't know how to say it. I was taking a guess. Boudica.
Well, normally Boadicea or Boudica.
Boudica. Okay. What was I was taking a guess.
She fought off the Romans of the invasion of Britain.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Hell of a lady. Hell of a lady.
Yeah, I'll buy that.
Ultimately didn't not end well for her or her daughters. But, she did her best.
Yeah, it usually doesn't when you fight Rome and well
Take
for
on
you.
the empire. Yeah. Yeah.
The now 700-year-old fragment of Suite Vulgate de Moulin, an old French manuscript so rare that less than 40 surviving copies are in the world, has been discovered by an archivist at Cambridge University Library, folded and stitched into the binding of a 16th century register. That's cool. In it, the shape-shifting Merlin, whose powers apparently stem from being the son of a woman impregnated by the devil, asks to bear Arthur's standard, a flag bearing his coat of arms. You actually explained what a standard is? The king agrees.
See,
A good decision, it turns out, for Merlin is destined to turn up with a handy secret weapon, a magic fire-breathing dragon.
Oh, you don't have one of those?
not anymore. I think it was the last one. Sequels rarely stand up to the originals, That's the thing. They should have kept it quiet, to be honest. It's like Joker. Do you know what I mean? You go like, that was great on its own. You don't need a second one. And I'd say the Arthurian legend is exactly the same thing, Look, but at the end of the day, they go, look, it was a popular story. Let's bring out another one. Let's try and, squeeze as much money out of it as possible. Things have never changed, Except now it's done by Netflix.
Fucking Netflix.
Sam suggested this morning that Netflix was going to do Joan of Arc and she was going to be black. It was a pretty bad idea.
I mean, it does sound about right, though. doesn't
Yeah, I
it?
didn't like the ring
I
of
would
truth
peg
to
it.
it at all. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, someone's complaining that they've never seen a good film around Joan of Arc, like a nice long epic that the story deserves. And I'm like, you're right, and don't ask for it in this era.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
gonna
she
come
did
out now.
show up in one of the Bill and Ted movies.
Now, was she one of the historical characters that Bill and Ted grabbed? I remember they got Napoleon and
believe-
Socrates,
yeah.
I believe.
Bit of Beethoven in there as well.
Really, Joan of Arc was one of them.
I'm pretty sure. It's got to be the first one.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Moving along.
Right.
23andMe has filed for bankruptcy. What could happen to the user's genetic data? The worst
Whoa, what do you
things
think?
possible.
Remember when everyone's like, I'm going to do a 23andMe? You're regretting that right about now, huh?
Yeah. And how many people advised them to do it under somebody
Not.
else's name? Name. Gonna haunt you now. You should have done under somebody else's name. Over the weekend, genetic testing and biotechnology company 23andMe filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Well, bankruptcy protection. Founded in 2006, the company became popular with millions of Americans who stupidly sent in samples of their saliva under their own name with the promise of learning about their ancestry and genetic health predispositions. Ah! I'm laughing, but it's not funny.
Rubes.
It's a nightmare.
Fools.
However, following a class action lawsuit and settlement from a data breach, the resignation of the entire board of independent directors, layoffs, and its drug development division closure, the firm has experienced a lot of business troubles and says it's looking for a buyer. And what do you have to offer to a buyer? Oh, millions of Americans' precious genome data.
I'll stick in 10 quid. Fuck it.
Interesting how that played out, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so this thing off to the side here, there's Tulsi Gabbard. Gabbard says adding an editor to the Signal chat was, quote, a mistake. Well,
Yeah, you think?
yeah. What kills me is that they're looking for the simplest of things to say. It's like, you fucked up, didn't you? Yeah, it was a fuck up. Yeah, and? So what? I mean, to me, that's the critical question. People ask me about it, and I've already said, it's like, yeah, it was a fuck up, big one. And? So what? It was an example of what not to do. Because meaning, what was the problem? Like, what was the actual consequence of doing that? Nothing. What happened that was so bad? Well, war plans were leaked.
Nothing.
And as a consequence, what happened or didn't happen? Nothing. Okay, so it's, yeah, don't do it. Don't do it again. It's a teaching moment. Right. And Senator Mark Kelly takes the opportunity to say that Pete Hegseth should step down as Secretary of Defense. Really? Mark Kelly? The liberal blowhard, jackass hypocrite? He wants a Republican to step down? You're kidding me. The guy that sold his Tesla a week ago to buy a gas-guzzling SUV to demonstrate his dedication to the environment? Go figure. What the fuck? Yeah, that retard wants Hegseth to step down. It wasn't even him who added the Atlantic editor to the fucking chat. So what the fuck? Why him? Because he's the biggest target of everyone who's there.
Yeah, it's just whatever excuse they can find to try to get somebody to step down over a perceived scandal.
That
not even a real one.
When you need this, I mean, that's just it right there, a perceived scandal. Remember we talked like a number of times about the media decides what is a scandal and what isn't? They're in the middle of trying to decide on everyone's behalf that this is a scandal. It's like, yeah, but it's not. Like, if you want to make it a scandal, like, demand an investigation. How could a security breach of this degree happen over something so simply as adding somebody? I love the commentary that people are putting in that's highly accurate. This doesn't mean you want to hear it, but it's true. If Signal chats are eliminated as anybody who's had a national security conversation, a classified conversation on Signal should be fired. You mean you should fire half of the national security apparatus? Because they all have.
I think that's what they're going at right now.
Yeah, I mean, it would mean a whole bunch of people who support their way of thinking too. Remember the outrage when Tulsi Gabbard fired well over 100, now it's over 200 people for using NSA classified chat rooms to have disgusting, degenerate trans sex talk rooms with? It's like, yeah, but that's not the same thing as accidentally inviting somebody who wasn't cleared to hear a conversation into a conversation.
Well, to them, there's no difference.
Yeah. Do you actually see a difference there? Like Drunkle, do you see a difference?
I gotta admit, I'm not very well versed on what's going on at the moment. I get what happened and everything, but to me, it just there's no difference between this and. I mean, if it wasn't going to be this, it was going to be something else, wasn't it? Just, oh, this person's just stepped down over it. What, really? A Democrat saying that about a Republican? No, say it ain't so.
Well, that's
It
what
just
size
seems like
it right
just
there.
a bit of a
right?
nothing
Yeah.
burger, to be honest, mate. You know, it's not like fucking people died. I mean, I remember fucking decades ago, there was fucking people in the British government who were leaving like government laptops on fucking trains. They would just leave it on there. They just got up, fucking left, forgot about them. Like proper classified shit, you know?
Yeah.
This isn't new.
I mean, somebody should step down. And it's like, really, Mark Kelly? So what's your history with Hillary Clinton running her own classified server, handing the information off to her, well, 3 different people in her life, but especially her fucking housekeeper, just print off random shit? And did you call for her resignation, for her no longer to be viable as a presidential candidate over that? Did you? No, you didn't.
Nope.
You said then director of the FBI made the right decision in not pressing charges. A senator actually confused, thinking that the FBI presses charges, not, you know, the Attorney General and the Department of Justice doing that. No, you didn't. You didn't have a problem with it when it was Hillary Clinton, and that was an actual massive violation. Pete Hegseth was running his own fucking server, doing shit. He wasn't even the person who did it. Somebody added somebody to the wrong chat room. Like in a non-digital comparison, it would be like this group of people had a discussion in a restaurant where they absolutely should not have had a discussion of that sort. And some idiot put some Atlantic editor on the guest list, and he showed up and listened in. Okay, it was a bad call. You need to have a discussion like that in a skiff, not in a restaurant. I don't get it, but because there was no actual fallout, no problem from it, it becomes at worst a teachable moment. You know the Trump administration is doing very, very well in their impression when this is the best scandal that they can come up with, and they're espousing petty acts of domestic terrorism in the form of burning Teslas.
Yeah.
Well, that's my favorite thing is it's vandalism. It's just vandalism. No, it's not. It's politically motivated destruction of personal property. That is the textbook definition of terrorism. They go, what about January 6th? What about it? Are we talking about January 6th? Or are we talking about what you're doing?
I just love that the self-proclaimed anti-fascists are going around spraying swastikas. Funny timeline, isn't it?
Although Voleen's taking the principled stance. I didn't vote for the gun grabber. I'm assuming you're talking about Tulsi. Yeah, no one voted for her, but she still got the position. That's why they call it nominated. What about you, Sin? You got a beef against Tulsi for doing the gun grabber thing, or do you think she's thought better of the issue since she made
I don't
those
think
claims?
it's part of her platform anymore, so I have no beef.
Yeah, well, would you hold it against a politician if both of you, if they took a position you don't agree with, because that's what their constituents liked and they moved to it, they carpet bagged over to somewhere else representing a different constituency and changed their position and said, that's not what my voters want. I won't recommend it anymore. It might be against my personal politics, but it's not what I'm going to espouse. That's not what I was voted for. Would you believe them?
A politician flip-flopping on an issue? I'd be more surprised if they didn't.
I think politicians,
Oh, Mark Kelly. Oh, didn't vote for right Arizona. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah.
Politicians need to find a balance, like a middle ground between what their constituents want and what they believe. If they are a politician elected by a majority of constituents who don't believe in gun control, their personal belief on it should not matter.
I think I would be so surprised if somebody put it in those terms that I might believe them.
Like,
you said this, and it's like, it was my opinion that some common sense gun control measures should be implemented, but not outright, gun confiscation. That can't be justified. That's what I believed, and still to a degree do believe. But my constituents don't want that, so I am not going to support it. Can you imagine a politician being honest enough to say that? That'd be shocking.
No.
not only would it be shocking, but people wouldn't believe them out of hand.
No, I
Because
don't
it's
think
an
so. I think
honest opinion.
they would take Drunkle's stance on it, where it's like, I expect politicians to flip-flop and say, this is what I personally believe, being, yeah, right. You'd say that no matter what you were talking about.
Because, like, let's say I was elected in Ohio, and Ohio is a majority no Second Amendment infringement state. My personal opinion on that may be, people shouldn't have guns of any form, but if I was elected by the majority of people, I would follow what my constituents wanted.
Yep. I mean, that's what they mean by governing from the middle. Meaning the middle road of what your constituents want, as opposed to what the really loud, annoying people that control your donors told you to do among your constituents. You know what I mean? You got tears votes in.
Thank you,
And
Tim.
mine.
Thank you, Drunkle. I'm pretty sure you can't, but thank you anyway.
Didn't stop a lot of people who died before the fucking polls came out, did it?
It didn't stop them from collecting Social Security either, apparently, but here we are.
Land of the free.
I just don't like how they expose the vampires among us. Isn't it hard enough for them?
That took me a second. Nice.
I mean, this is right material for lore. Someone's got to write this as a short story. The day the vampires were exposed by Doge. Poor Edward Cullen,
God hates fangs.
Oh, fuck.
Is that your original Drunkle? That's pretty good. That's funny.
Do you know, actually, that is a split-second bit at the intro to True Blood.
That's pretty fucking good. I like it. Yeah, it's true. Here, don't get me started about that fucking Representative Giffords thing with the... Made it all about fucking gun control and not the lunatic that shot her. That is fucking terrible. Yeah. Anyway, 23andMe.
Anyway.
Live in fear. I did it. Man accused of robbing Duncansville smoke shop with an airsoft gun. Okay. I read through the story, and here's the summation. This 18-year-old named Thomas Talbert really did rob a vape shop with an airsoft gun and then proceed to escape on an e-bike.
He scooted away.
This is the most soy-based crime I have ever fucking heard of. What the fuck?
Fucking Gen Z gangsters.
Soy-based crime. I'm pocketing that one.
Like off in Southern California, where gangsters run free, roam free. It would be, a real gun for a fucking dispensary escaping in a stolen SUV. Like, you know what I mean? Not here.
Brilliant.
I'm still stuck on
personified.
soy-based crime.
Yeah, bless his heart. If anyone should get a pass, it's like, oh man, you gotta be kidding me, kid. You didn't really, did you? Yeah. But okay, let's not, overlook that it was a successful crime. He did get away with a whopping $200, where he was subsequently tracked to his house where he rode the e-bike to because they triangulated his position and fucking arrested his ass.
Oh, he just rode home?
Yeah.
Oh, you fool.
Yeah. I love that. Bless his heart. Exactly. Damn, kid. Okay, moving along. The search is on for a Cotamundi that attacked a hiker in southern Arizona.
Cotamundi.
Exactly. I was like, what the fuck is that?
And what the fuck is it, Polly?
What do you think it is? It's a creature that lives in Arizona that I did not know existed before this morning. What do you think it looks like? I'm curious. Take a guess.
An armadillo.
Okay. Not a bad guess for Arizona.
But with like antlers.
An antler-possessing armadillo.
Yeah.
Some good nightmare.
A coat rack that being blown around by the wind.
So again, antlers. Right?
A coat rack. Co-autumn.
hat stand.
Okay. I say
So what is it?
It's in my opinion, it looks like a cross between a lemur, a raccoon, and a squirrel. Want to see?
Do we have a picture of it?
There it is.
Huh.
I can't
Looks like
believe
an
this is a
anteater,
North
but the
American
wrong
creature. To me,
way.
it looks like one of the things that we see that only lives in Australia. It looks like a marsupial.
Yeah, there's something lemur-esque about it, isn't there?
Mm-hmm. It's got a little, like I said, I think it's got a little anteater in it. You know, look at that schnoz.
Yeah.
Look at that little pig nose there.
He's cute.
Yeah.
But also attacks hikers. So, ooh, you know. Oof.
Yeah, look at them. If they put their tail up like that, run!
Run away.
He's gonna
Hike all the way home.
shit furiously.
Yeah,
Hop on your e-bike and get the fuck out of there.
that's right.
Yeah, you gotta.
He's not going to
scoot-
spray. He's
scoot
just going to,
away.
like, you know, volcanic shit. So, you know, run. Look at him. He's adorable.
There's an old Louis C.K. bit that I fucking adore. And he was talking about how octopi ink as a defense mechanism.
Uh-huh.
I thought that was
And he goes,
Squid.
imagine if you could do that with cum.
Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Someone gets too close, you're like, "Eh."
Oh, God.
It would work.
I'm so grossed out right now. Ugh.
See, it worked.
It would work.
It's like, oh, this thing's so fuzzy and adorable, right? And just after that, I put those, like, you know, the soy-based criminal attack. Do you want to hear the soy-based hiker that was attacked? Look at this quote from the story. This is priceless. The man waved his arms and shouted, but the animal was undeterred. The creature then broke a windshield wiper before attacking the hiker. The animal scratched and bit the man before he was able to escape to the safety of his vehicle from this thing.
Well, you know. Vicious little things.
I'm just picturing a hiker, you know, waving his arms going, I'm loud and big, don't attack me. But
I was just out here to walk for fun.
Atlanta bagpiper killed while scuba diving.
Huh.
Now,
Was he...
Is that all he was in life, was just a bagpiper?
well, that's what I couldn't believe they put bag.
Like father, brother, son.
Well, it's funny you say that. Okay,
Bagpiper.
it's his family relations that become the interesting part of the story because I'm like, wow, why bagpiper? Why put that in the headline of that? A man known for playing his bagpipes at events around Atlanta died in a scuba diving incident while on vacation in Hawaii. His family goes to his house, right? Like after his death, his tragic death, to settle his affairs and collect all his belongings and whatnot. And they found the skeletal remains believing to be their missing half-brother.
Oh,
wow.
Oh, wow.
Fuck. So it went from like tragedy, oh my God, our poor dead relative, to that motherfucker, our son of a bitch dead relative.
Oops.
Oops.
So if you're storing skeletal remains at your house of a near relative that's been dead and missing for a while, get rid of the body and the remains before you go on vacation, lest you don't come back.
Yeah.
Don't put it off.
It was probably on his to-do list too. Like, I'll deal with it later.
After my scuba diving holiday.
Yeah, I gotta scuba. I have class. I'll deal with it when I get back.
Right.
I got my bagpipe class.
I got a question for you. Where do you think they found the remains?
Closet.
in the scuba gear.
Both good answers. Nice. I'm surprised somebody didn't go for the really obvious under the floorboards, but no, it was in the treehouse.
Oh.
I guess that's as good a place as any.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
suppose.
just up there where there's plenty of natural aeration.
Yeah.
Let the corpse dehydrate and jerkify naturally, I guess. I don't know.
Jerkify.
When I start my own jerk company, I'm going to come back and sample that just to put it in the Sinatra. Going,
Let the corpse
jerkify.
jerkify
Yep.
naturally.
Yeah, I'm calling the company Jerk Master. I've already.
You
Copyright
can just
that,
hit
so-
me up. I'll give you the free audio clip. You don't have to take that one. I'll give you a clean one.
Nice. Well, I don't know. It was naturally organic that way. Jerkify.
You can make it sound naturally organic again. Jerkify.
See, it's perfect. I'm selling my own dry rubs and marinades for your jerkin process, and it's going to be, my natural cracked back black pepper and soy sauce. Jerkify. Every time I say a name of what the marinade is.
Yeah, just send me the name and I'll do that. Dry rub. No. Dry rub.
See,
Crack.
I want to buy it right now.
Yeah.
Silverlead sent me this
Dry,
video of a crocodile and an alligator fighting this morning.
I saw this.
Did you? It was, yeah, I couldn't tell which is which. Let's watch.
Yeah, I don't know either. I think the crocodile's the bigger one.
I couldn't figure out which is which. Somebody told me they originally had to tell the difference. The tall eyeballs, I think, is the alligator.
I think the alligator's the one trying to head out and the crocodile's the one walking.
How can you tell?
That's just my guess.
Oh, listen to the hiss.
I either have it right or I have it backwards.
I mean, why do people talk about wanting to visit the Pliocene, Jurassic, whatever the fuck era? And it's like, look, here it is right here. This is
It's
it.
got his face.
These are the tiny versions of what is there.
Yeah, this would be like dinosaurs fighting. Oh, man. Why'd they let go? They had each other's fucking schnozzes.
At end of the round. You got to reset.
No, look at all the blood.
Look at all the blood.
The
What blood?
alligator is the light green one. These two things are the same fucking color.
The croc is the aggressor.
Okay, so I was right.
One
The
of
croc
them,
is the one walking.
one sees you later, the other sees you in a while.
Like round nose, light. Like, no. Which one is walking and which one's not?
That was cool.
One slithers. Well, it's just laziness, isn't it?
They battle it out in the air.
Okay, now we're going backwards. The lower one is the gator. That's not the aggressor. So chat doesn't even know. They're fucking stupid.
Well, the aggressor's the gator?
That's what they said. Then they said the one running away is the aggressor. So ignore them.
How can you run away and be an aggressor?
You run away menacingly.
Hmm.
Well, look at the spines missing on the tail of that one. He's been bit before.
God, you hear the sound of it?
I know. I hear their scales smacking and slapping.
God,
the
I
gator
miss
is the
Steve
one with
Irwin.
teeth? Yeah.
If Steve Irwin were alive right now, he'd be like, wow!
Look at that.
Crocodile's the one with the tail. Thank you, Sam.
Fuck.
Oh,
How did
no,
that
look at
not
all the
knock
blood.
teeth out? Did you hear that? That was like tooth
Yeah.
on tooth contact. The one with the bigger nose. They're the same fucking size.
Yes.
One is walking, one is not. That's what I want to know.
It makes me want, some alligator. They're tasty.
Have I made
Oh,
the
yeah.
boss battle joke yet? Because Florida is full of boss battles.
I'd eat a bit of croc.
I don't think
Or
I've ever had
crocodile steak.
crocodile. Only
Yeah,
alligator.
yeah.
I'm not sure why that is.
Yeah.
Is crocodile
Yeah.
not nearly as good? Is that why they only sell
I
alligator?
couldn't tell you.
Yeah, I don't know. I never even thought about
I think
it
it's
for
more
right
of a
now.
supply issue than anything, mate.
I don't know. We got Florida men in chat. Looking at you, Brian Morissette. So Gator gumbo. Okay, now I have heard that, but was it actually alligator? Or did they substitute some croc meat in there? It was all a croc. Ha!
Hey.
Oh,
You want some gator gumbo and make it snappy.
motorcyclist dies after being swallowed by a sinkhole in South Korea. Yes! It's been a while since we've had sinkhole
love a
news. And you
sinkhole.
guys know I love my
Yeah.
sinkholes.
Uh-huh.
Look at that. Motorcyclist dies after
God.
plummeting into sinkhole. Now, you may think it was the sinkhole that killed him, but you'd be wrong.
Probably the fall.
No, it wasn't that neither.
It was
Someone
the
shot him.
car that came in behind him.
Oh, no. Oh,
No, he had a heart attack.
well, fair. I think I probably would.
What kills me is that when you read the story, I'll tell you what killed him. How about that? He died after he fell into a sinkhole. A man in his 30s, he was not publicly identified, was found in cardiac arrest around noontime Thursday.
I always used to think it was cardiac arrest, not cardiac arrest.
Meaning his
'Cause,
cardiac
like-
was getting a rest?
No, because it's cardiac arrest, isn't it? But I always
Yeah.
thought it was cardiac rest. Because, like, you're normally led down when it happens, so, you know, you're kind of resting.
And you thought the heart muscle was referred to as a cardiaca?
I was too young to, you know, put two and two together there.
Well, Sam Silent, I think so reading the story, I was trying to make sense of it. He did go into the hole.
Yeah, good.
But they basically found him, and yeah, he was dead because of the cardiac arrest. And I got to admit, it's going to be shocking. And if you've got heart issues, what might set it off is falling into a giant hole chasm that opens up underneath you unexpectedly.
It ain't going to make you more healthy.
No. Now, in reading this story, I came across a shocking piece of information. Where is it? Where is it? Show me. Seoul, because it's happening in South Korea, 223 sinkholes opened up in Seoul between 2015 and 2024. Fuck.
I guess that's a lot.
That is
Yeah,
a
no,
lot.
that's a lot. One city had 223 in the space of 9 years.
Yeah, but it's Korean, isn't it?
Yeah, and most of them, you know, we do a lot of. What's the cause of most sinkholes, as you know of them in North America? What do they always blame?
The Asians.
Landfills.
I'm just saying this would make sense.
You build on top of a landfill, and as decomposition happens, the giant gas is escaping, and then thus creates cavities, and then the land ends up letting out. It's actually how do you know it's the environmental alarmists claiming that? Because it's like, are actually most sinkholes caused by landfills, like garbage dumps? No, they're not. It's just, let's just keep talking about that in the same way that let's somehow connect very predictable wildfires to climate change, that kind of thing. One study that was, you know, full of errors and no statistical consistency claimed that there was a connection between increased weather events and climate change. So therefore the wildfires are responsible for climate change. Every news bastard in the industry reports. Same kind of idea. Sinkholes in North America are caused by garbage dumps. No. Most of them are caused by other things. The man-made ones are mostly water pipes, actually. Burst water pipes, and they slowly leak and create a cavity underneath the ground.
Right.
Yeah, that's what happened here. It was a water pipe that was responsible. See this water
Asian
pipe?
water pipe.
That caused it.
That's it.
Yeah, right there.
Good job, water.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking idiot.
Oh, there's
meant
advocates
to
right
save
there with the
lives.
facts. Yeah, most urban sinkholes are from leaking water mains that no one knew about. Exactly. I was surprised. I thought it would be, you would need a burst pipe, and it's like, no, not burst. Just a leak is good enough. And fascinating how the pressure underneath the ground is contained enough to. The water doesn't just leak through down to the nearest water table. I thought that was kind of cool, dangerous, but cool that it's enough to keep it growing a cavity right by the pipe, right in and around it. I didn't think the pressure was high enough for that, but there you go. Okay, check this out. Colorado psychedelic mushroom experiment has arrived. So they're giving
Good.
out,
About time.
yeah, they're giving out actual licenses for people to take psilocybin mushrooms now, and they've got a good
It
10.
came out before GTA 6 as well. Fuck's sake.
Nice. Now, I had to work pretty hard to get this video to stop from playing because it's a news station. It kept auto playing all of it, and it got on my fucking nerves. The guy they've got for the cover of this news story, who's the head of this research at Colorado State, is the most, well, he looks like every guy I've ever known that took mushrooms regularly. You want to see him?
Yeah.
That guy.
No, yeah.
Look at him.
I see it.
Look at the bags under his eyes. Look at that beanie. Look at the worn out greasy hoodie. Look at that
I see
handful of creepy shrooms he's got.
It's like a clump of fries.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Look at the tattoos on his hand. Like, I mean, he just
Ghastly said it once. He said whenever they talk to people about weed or mushrooms or anything, they pick the fucking worst, most stereotypical people.
There was a good 10 or 20 dudes in my high school that looked exactly like this. And yeah, they were the mushroom guys. I mean, they had t-shirts that referenced the mushrooms they took. I mean, they were committed, you know.
The mushroom people.
This story starts hilarious. The first thing you hear is that reporter asks, "So does taking mushrooms make you a better mom?"
No.
Yeah, the answer is no, in case you were curious. The answer is a big no. You want to see some cool space photography?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Like, I mean, some
That might
really,
be dip.
this is particularly specially cool space photography. This is the Firefly Aerospace Blue Ghost Lunar Lander on the Mooner. Take a look. Look at that.
Oh, that's lovely.
A solar
Diamond ring,
eclipse,
baby.
and indeed, that's Earth.
That's us.
Yeah, I think that's so cool. An eclipse from the surface of the moon, man. That looks awesome. But they got more.
Yeah,
that's
I like that.
that's what the moon sees.
Yeah.
I mean, that's amazing.
Sunrise on the moon. Very cool. These are all available in
But
in
do you
hyper high
carry a
res
harpoon?
online if you wanna grab them for yourself, which is cool. I did. They're awesome. Look at that one.
That's fine.
The sunrise on the moon.
So this is
It
this
carries
one
a
is
harpoon.
sunset
Thank you.
of the sun going down, little exposed, and then this one's super cool. So that's the sun.
Two suns.
That's the sun. A really overexposed Earth because it's so close, the atmosphere reflecting so much of the sun, and that's Venus.
Venus, yeah. It's like a little beauty spot of the solar system.
I mean, that's just fucking sweet, man. And
That's very cool.
I was reading about the detail, like where this Firefly rover was and where it had landed, just all the detail of this picture. That curvature is not because of the lens or the software they're running. That is the curvature that you see from that spot because it's so far in the distance and the moon is sufficiently small enough that you could actually see the curvature of the horizon with your eyes.
Nah, fake news. I'm a flat mooner.
Yeah. That's the only explanation.
I know the truth.
Yes, Brian Moore said they were taking on Luna. The Firefly. So I was super impressed with this, man. I love my Mooner
Well, that's
pictures.
cool.
The Blue Ghost Lunar Lander.
It's a cool name as well.
Yeah, it really is, actually. The Blue Ghost, I love. I love that they named the whole project Firefly. That's a great name for a lunar
TV
landing
series?
project. And that too.
Oh.
And who doesn't love a good firebug? A little buzz butt. Did you know that the Chinese lunar surveyor that took the most hyper accurate pictures to create the most accurate map of the moon so far, that they still haven't released that map? And it doesn't look like they're going to.
Why?
Now, have you checked the Signal app?
Yeah, that was kind of funny. Why is the question? It's like, because they're the Chinese seems to be the answer. It's like, so you released just enough pictures to show that you had actually done it, but then didn't release the final project. It's like, has NASA held back any of the surveying data that they've taken publicly if they said they were going to release it? No, they released it all. Well, unless you think the Earth is flat and they were beaming back pictures of a round Earth when it's really not. Well, a spherical Earth. I mean, nobody
No, we
claims
all
that
know
flat
it's not
Earth
a
isn't still
spherical Earth.
round, right? I don't think.
It's rounded on the edges. It's beveled.
Yeah. Like, no one's claiming
Donut.
flat square Earth, right?
It's a
Someone.
cube like Minecraft.
Ah,
You
beautiful.
like that teak?
Wait a minute.
Thank you.
Is somebody claiming that? Yes, it's flat, because all 6 sides of the cube are flat. Cubular Earth?
Have you never heard the term all 4 corners of the earth?
I have.
Uh-huh. Square, motherfucker.
Does England have fireflies?
Do you know, I saw that from Sam Silent as well.
Yeah.
I've never seen one.
It's a legitimate question. I'm actually curious. Do they? You don't know?
Not
I
anymore.
mean, if we do, I've never seen one.
Hmm.
Could be a certain area, like way
Yeah.
out in the country.
I mean, it is definitely
Way out in the
US,
country.
yeah.
And by way out in the country, I of course mean 2 miles away from a city.
I would just
you
guess
guys are
that it's a
tiny.
little too cold there for fireflies, but you know what I know about English weather. I'm still not certain if you have snow. So
What do you mean you're not certain? I've told you categorically. Yes, we have fucking snow. How are
I've
you
never
not
seen
certain?
Big Ben covered in snow.
I haven't
That's
either.
because Big Ben's a bell.
At the top of a
Exactly.
tower, and that's what he was referencing. Where do you think the snow
Yeah,
would land? At the bottom?
Inside a tower. How would snow going to land inside a tower?
It would get on the
How
clock
did the bell
face.
sounds get out?
But how it get on the clock face? But how's it going to get on a bell inside a tower?
So there is no snow in England.
I thought Big Ben was the clock
There's
as well as
snow-
the bell. I thought it was all the same thing.
No, Big Ben's the bell, and Sinatra. I've sent you a fucking video of snow, you bitch.
You sent me a video of it snowing.
You got English snow videos? I never got English snow videos. How'd you know? How do you know it was English? It was like the Tower of London
Because I was
in the
there,
background.
Polly. Because I was there. I was experiencing the snow firsthand.
You got a picture of Drunkle frolicking in snow?
Yes,
Frolicking.
but it wasn't
It was a-
Drunkle or snow.
It was a
It
video.
was just him playing with his wiener.
That was a very different video.
So when he said playing with snow, that was like a really big ass euphemism, huh? All right.
Yeah,
That was on my. That was my. That was an online thing. That was on my Only Mates.
Totally disgusted. Okay, moving along real quick. Man killed after crashing a Tesla at 97 miles per hour.
Yep, fair. Yep.
That's
do it.
100. What I looked it up. It was 158, I think, clicks, kilometers per hour. That's just wildly fucking fast. 26-year-old man crashing out. See if you buy this sequence of events. Sin, you ready for this? And Drunkle, you too. Does it sound like? Okay. Quote, the officer attempted to initiate a traffic stop, but the Tesla appeared to accelerate. In response, the officer deactivated his emergency lights and did not pursue. Okay, that doesn't sound likely to begin with to me. Oh, he's trying to get away. Never mind. But okay. The driver of the Tesla continued on Alameda, running a red light at South Airport Boulevard, witnesses told police, and collided with a northbound car in the intersection. Back to the report. The Tesla then spun out, striking 2 additional vehicles, one of which was an Aurora police car stopped at the intersection. During the crash, the Tesla's driver was partially ejected as the vehicle came to a stop. So this guy ran from an attempt to pull him over. Supposedly, the pursuing cop immediately turned his lights off and let him go because I'm not going to initiate a high-speed chase. The guy speeds into an intersection, no longer being chased at 97 miles per hour, and just so happens to crash into a police car that just so happened to be at that intersection. Does
that's
that sound right to
fucking
you?
wild. No, I wouldn't buy this if you wrote it in a story and published it on the internet.
Not even then.
No.
I mean, Sam asked a good question about this. The Tesla's driver was partially ejected from the vehicle. Do you think that means like all of them or just part of them was ejected? When people say
Parts.
yeah, like I've read partially ejected stories like this before. Do you think it means like his arm shot off his torso or maybe his whole head?
That's what it's implying.
Is it? Because my first impression was that, like, you know, he was half laying on the hood of the car through the windshield, and the other half of his body was still inside the car because he got caught up on the steering wheel on the way out or something. I never pictured that he was, you know, his head might have been forcibly shot off his body like the cap on a tube of toothpaste if you squeeze too hard.
Sounds painful either way. Oh, shit, I got to get moving. Okay, I'll catch you guys later.
Oh, all right. Laters. Hey, Drunkle, do you want to see the UFO that Sinatra didn't hang around for?
Yeah.
All right. Boom. This
Small, isn't it?
UFO was above Florida. Let's take a look. There it is.
Uh,
Now, I get what people mean when they say it's shape-shifting, because look at it.
it's just trash bag, isn't it?
Yeah, you know what that looks like to me? It looks like
Trash bag.
a trash
Bag of
bag
trash.
or a deflated weather balloon that's
Yeah.
turning.
Yeah. So it's a bag. It's a bag of something.
Bag of bullshit. Look at it.
Bag of bullshit. Nice.
I mean, I got to admit, the white stripe on it does make it look funky, but that's because of the poor resolution of your camera. It looks like a floating
bag of
inflatable
trash.
pool. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. A tent.
I thought it was a meme I shared on Discord last week. No, you're wrong. Light reflecting off a marsh.
Well,
off
we've
a marsh
got
gas.
to bring it home, Polly.
All right. Well, what's funny about this is this story that's worth reading. Are you worried about UFOs? This list ranks the states most likely to survive an alien attack.
Okay. How did Florida do? Florida, like, no aliens are going to Florida at all.
Well, Florida
it's probably
wins.
the safest place to be.
Yeah, Florida
Yeah,
wins.
of course.
Yeah. It's mostly because it's surrounded by ocean, so there's like, you know, plenty of escape routes and so on. You're not like cordoned in, you know.
And as we all know from the movie Signs, aliens are afraid of water.
A weather balloon filled with swamp gas from China. That I could buy.
And alligators.
Remember we were talking about people doing a lot of DUI driving in golf carts?
Sure.
Well, 4 people killed driving a golf cart.
Huh.
Yeah.
These things are dangerous.
Well, especially when a drunk driver driving an SUV hits you.
Oh, yeah, that'd do it. Yeah, they missed that bit from the headline.
Yeah,
didn't they?
see, didn't the headline make you think it was somebody driving the golf cart that killed people?
Of course, yeah.
Well, yeah. It's a man accused of killing 4 people in Galveston golf cart crash pleads guilty of drunk driving in 2022. I'm like, holy shit. So you had 5 people in total, at least minimum, in your golf cart? No. A drunk driver smashed into 6 people on a golf cart, by the way. Get this. What's it like to nearly wipe out a bloodline? He failed to stop at an intersection, slammed his SUV into a golf cart carrying a grandfather, his wife, their niece, and 3 grandkids. Killed 4 of them.
Jesus.
Fuck. You drunken asshole. Yeah, if somebody deserves to go away for all day. I mean, good God, man.
Agreed, yeah.
Yeah. That's why drinking and driving isn't just a bad idea. It's full on retarded.
Oh, I wholeheartedly concur.
Wow. What happened to people eating each other in the States? Basalt sold as meth continued to be a problem. That's what happened. Okay, titular article.
Yep.
Ramrod revenge.
Right.
Yeah. Guano get back.
Mhm.
Bet you're wondering what the hell that means.
I am.
Well, you know how much I don't like homeowners associations, right? HOAs.
I do. Yeah,
How do you get back in an HOA? How do you do it?
yeah. Become the president.
Well, that's not beating the oppressor. That's just becoming the oppressor. You know what I mean?
Potato. You take the system down from the inside. I guess use their own rules against them.
Yes, you do. Exactly. So this clever bastard being fined $50 a day for his unsightly garbage cans. Not that there was a problem with them. It's just that you have to put them out and then take them back where you can't see them. He left them out on the curb for a day too long after garbage collection.
What's up?
So it's like
Bastard.
going forward, every time you do this, past noon on garbage day, if your garbage cans are still out there, $50 a day, bro. So he wants revenge.
Past noon. What if you like work nights or something? What the fuck?
I hear you. You're supposed to pay someone to go remove your garbage cans, that kind of thing. Homeowners associations can get fucking like nightmarishly Nazi, German about things, right? Rule for everything regulated to high hell.
A very foreign concept to me, homeowners associations, because like
it
you
should be
own
here
the
too,
home.
but-
Are you going to let someone fucking fine you for something that you own already?
I
Like we
hear
don't like the color of your house, so you got to pay us money. I'll be like, fucking suck my dick, Shannon.
I hear you. It's a way of small-minded idiots to get control of a neighborhood organization and suddenly become tyrannical over very few people. Sad. So this guy looked through the rules of the Homeowners Association, which were, thick as a fucking phone book or as an ancient Merlin story, and found a rule whereby bat sanctuaries are to not be disturbed because they're rarefied in that area.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So he builds a bat house on top of a pole to attract
Brilliant.
bats. I just
Yes.
and
Fantastic.
He makes it look like a, Gothic inspired nightmare house and puts it full of bat bait. And now has a whole bunch of bats in it to spread guano all over the neighborhood.
Oh, right. Okay. All right. I mean, that's great as well because, more bats, less mosquitoes, and you've pissed everyone off.
Yeah.
Fantastic work.
And he's got what is that little haunted house at the top of a pole? It's my bat sanctuary protected by law and the Homeowners Association bylaws.
There you go. Make that man the president of the HOA.
Sir,
Perfect.
you are a legend.
I salute you.
Yes. That's a win.
Shall forever
Because I
forever
picture
be
this
known
guy
as Batman.
slamming this fucking big, thick tome of a rule set down on his kitchen table and just resolving himself, I'll find my revenge in here somewhere. And finding
Right.
it.
Should be a lawyer. Fucking hell.
Take a look at this guy. He's out for revenge, this guy, with the Fallout shirt.
Love that shirt as well. That's
Yeah.
great.
I love the steepled fingers, hatching a plot kind of guy. And there's
He's
his garbage
plotting.
cans in the
Yeah.
background, right? It's not like he's got beat up, dented, rusted metal garbage cans. He just left them out front for too long.
And now, bats.
Don't fuck with the well-muscled guy who's willing to wear the Fallout shirt. Hey, just leave him alone and let him take his time with his garbage cans, okay?
Because he'll take you with him. I mean, he's suffering from the bat. He's batshit crazy. He's suffering from the bat shit as well, but he don't care. It's a win.
Yeah, made my day. So boom, there
Good
it
work.
is, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, hold on. There we go. That was the wrong button. So just close the video capture. There we go. So, you got any questions? Ask them real quick and Drunkle in the meantime. How's the gameage with the chestiness?
Yeah, no, I didn't do anything since last week, but today I dipped my toe back into the culty waters of Cult of the Lamb, and a lot of people died of old age, but it's okay because we can resurrect them. Although Zobel's died of old age, and I buried him, and then I brought him back to life, and because with Twitch integration, every now and again they can vote to do something, and they just killed the fucker again, annoyingly. So he's just back in the ground again now. Unlucky Zobels. Miss you, buddy.
Oh,
That's over on twitch.tv/drunkleplays, where I'm going to be on Friday as well. Before the AAA meeting with a bit of For the Emperor Friday with Space Marines 2, Saturday with a bit of Sleeping Dogs, and of course this Sunday is Season 3, Episode 3 of the Jackbox Olympics, where you want to be there, guys, if you want any chance of winning the prize. The prize.
that's the next time you're gaming is Friday before the show?
Yeah.
Okay. And up until then, you're just, recuperating?
Well, I'm working like all day and all evening tomorrow, so there's nothing happening. Never anything on a Thursday.
Okay. All right. Brian Morse, was I expecting the Spanish Inquisition in that 40K cohort? Was I expecting the Spanish Inquisition in that 40K cohort? No.
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 Because no one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
No. No, that's the joke. They don't, but they should have.
No.
Have you watched? No. No, but I do have it open in a tab to remind me to procure a better copy that isn't broke. Fuck's sake.
Real Time Fatman says, are you looking forward to the 2.0 update for 7 Days to Die? Bro, I have not played that game in so fucking long.
I haven't heard of
I've
that
missed a
game named in a
freaking-
while. I mean, super
Yeah.
popular, and then all of a sudden, yeah, nothing until now.
Just yeah. I bet I've missed 1,000,001 updates anyway. Nobody who knows says, put up your VODs. Yeah, will do, buddy. I'll do one before I go to work tomorrow.
Nice. Responsive to the audience. I can dig it.
That's nobody who know. He says because I can never see the stream you actually do. That's this is a separate channel. That's the Drunkle Plays channel. It's an archive channel on YouTube. Drunkle Plays.
And there's the link for chat. For Twitch.
No, that's
rather.
that's the Twitch
Yeah, I
channel.
just saw that.
The archive channel is for all the Twitch streams that actually go to. You won't have your regular Jack in It streamers on there, but we have got the Jackbox Olympics and games where I've been playing a while. Fallout, Subnautica, they're all on there.
Nice. Okay, there it is.
Mm.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, if you're interested, you can always go check out the Noir Bar I did last Friday. And we didn't talk about it Monday because you was particularly sick on Monday, so we took the day to allow some recuperationisms. But in the meantime, yeah, you can check that out. It was a fun stream. We didn't go as long as we usually did. I think 5.5 hours or so. So, just play in the background while you do other things. And in the meantime, Drunkle, if they just can't wait, they got your VODs, they got my Noir Bars, they got the video that Sin put up this morning. Can't forget about our co-streamer, even though he took off because he had to get going a little bit early, or before us anyway. He did put up a video this morning, so you can check that out. But if they just really want to watch AAA live the next time, where are they going to find us doing that, Drunkle?
We're going to be back on Friday on the Silent Sin channel at 9:30 p.m. GMT, 5:30 p.m. ST, and 4:30 Central, as well as 5:30 a.m. on Christmas Island. Pollybobs.
Nice. Darksidism suggested noir movie, please. You know what? It's been watched by many people, but it's been talked about by more people than have actually gone and watched it and bothered. The Big Sleep. It is, I think, the best adaptation of one of Raymond Chandler's novels. There's been plenty done. That is the best of them. Starring Mr. Humphrey Bogart as none other than the famous detective Philip Marlowe, and co-starring his soon-to-be future wife, Lauren Bacall. They actually started dating during the filming of that movie. The chemistry you see between them on film is 100% real. That's just them vibing with each other in a big way. Super cool. So yeah, The Big Sleep, Humphrey Bogart. Absolutely worth it. Quintessential detective noir. Absolutely worth your time. So that's where they're going to find us over on Sinatra's channel on Friday. Until then, have a good night, everybody. Say goodbye.
Nope.
Okay.